and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video, I'm going to be doing a speed reviews. These videos tend to do just okay on my channel, so let me know if you enjoy these speed reviews videos. They're pretty popular here on YouTube. I know a few creators that do this on their channels, and they're literally some of my favorite videos to watch because it kind of gives me all in a nutshell how people feel about these certain makeup products, and then if I see a certain products that they're reviewing that I'm interested in, it kind of helps me get their feedback, their thoughts on that product. So let me know how you enjoy these videos, and also if you have any recommendations on how you'd like to receive feedback on products or like reviews. I can't really do get ready with me's because I just don't have the time. I work full time and YouTube is my hobby right now. So between spending time with my husband and working and doing, keeping things up with like the house and all of the stuff, I don't have time to film get ready with me's all the time. So I can really only do get ready with me's on the weekends. But anyways, let's get into it. I have quite a few products to go ahead and talk about. So yeah, let's start with primer. I actually have 3 primers to talk about. I'm kind of surprised because that's quite a few of them, but the first primer that I want to talk about, I really enjoy this. This is from Essence, and this is one of their newer primers. This is the Poreless Partner Primer, and this one is really, really good. I'm actually very surprised at how much I enjoy this product. It really does just make your skin feel so nice and smooth. I have put some on the back of my hand here, and the texture is just so nice and luxurious feeling. It also almost feels like a little bit hydrating on the skin. And the other thing I was gonna say is I genuinely feel like this feels like the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. So if you're wanting a dupe for that, I haven't owned this that long, but the times that I've tried this, it really has reminded me a lot of that primer from Rare Beauty. So again, if you're looking for a pore diffusing primer dupe from Rare Beauty, definitely check this one out. I really enjoy it. I think it's a really, really nice primer. Again, it does a really great job at just smoothing the skin overall, and it doesn't do a lot for pores, but it's really just more of a really smoothing primer that sits really, really well under makeup and does a really great job at preparing the skin for makeup as well. The other primer that I wanted to talk about is from Flower Beauty, and this is the Skin Smoothie Radiant Glow Primer. So this one is just okay. This is nothing special in my opinion. It has a really nice texture to it, and it also actually, it smells really, really good, but it kind of has like a lotiony texture to it, and it really does hydrate the skin and just kind of make your skin feel nice and moisturized. This is basically what my skin looks after I've blended in that primer. So it does a good job, but it's just one of those primers that if you're looking for a glow, you're probably gonna get that with like the e.l.f. Halo Glow, like kind of like the Charlotte Tilbury dupe. But this does feel really nice. And this is going to be more of like a moisturizing slash hydrating primer, because the glow that it gives, while it's noticeable on bare skin, I don't feel like this primer is something that I can see when I put on foundation, if that makes sense. I just feel like you can see this more so on bare skin, and then it's kind of covered up by foundation. So maybe this would be a great product for you if you are looking for something that you can see the glow underneath with like a BB cream or something like that. Maybe you're somebody that wears a lot of tinted moisturizers or BB creams. I think that this would show up underneath that. But it does feel really nice on the skin. My hand here feels really nice and hydrated and moisturized. So I definitely do think it's doing something. Also, the scent is lovely. So it's definitely worth checking out. I think it's a great product. It's just not an absolute favorite. Then I have the very infamous Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. I have actually never tried this until they came out with the niacinamide version. So that's the difference between the two that they've come out with. And I actually enjoy a gripping primer. It's not my favorite type of primer. I would much rather go for something that's either pore smoothing or blurring or something that's a little bit more glowy. But I do enjoy a grip primer every now and then, especially when I'm wanting my makeup to last really well throughout the day. Maybe I have a special occasion or I'm gonna be doing something where I want my makeup to last all day. Gripping primers do really help with that. I've enjoyed the Hard Candy one. I've enjoyed the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, the primer that started all of that. And I've really enjoyed the e.l.f. What is it? The Jelly Pop Primer or the Dew Primer, something like that. I really enjoyed that one. And I feel like I enjoy that one more than this one. This is a really good one. It really does grip onto the skin, and foundation does wear really well when I wear this. But this is just very tacky. Now, it is a gripping primer, so I'm not saying that's not necessarily doing its job or anything like that, because it definitely is. It's almost really hard to spread across the face. And that's something that definitely irritates me when it comes to gripping primers, because I want something that's going to be a little bit more, you know, easy to glide across my skin, and I feel like it's a little bit harder to do with this product, but it does do the job. It does make my makeup last longer. It also feels pretty nice and hydrating. It's just not a favorite. Now I have two foundations that I wanted to speak about. The first one, I've kind of shared my thoughts on this product already, but it's the L'Oreal True Match foundation. So I know for sure that they have updated the packaging, but I believe they've also reformulated this product. So now this packaging includes a pump, which is really nice because that's one of like the problems with the original True Match. It doesn't have a pump, so it could definitely be more of like an inconvenience. I do wear the shade N3. Really enjoy this foundation. This is absolutely beautiful. I love that it's actually a lot more glowy than I was expecting. This is a natural finish foundation. It's not matte. It's almost dewy, but it's not so dewy that it doesn't go away when you set the skin. Like, I can set my complexion when I use this foundation and still I don't feel like all of the glow is still showing. So I would consider this a really nice, just kind of natural finish foundation. Really enjoy it. There's a lot of shades available. This is a really great everyday foundation because it's gonna be kind of in the middle when it comes to coverage. I think it could probably build up to high coverage or full coverage, but it's definitely more than light. And it's definitely even more than light to medium, but it is customizable, which is really nice. Then I wanna talk about this new BB cream that I picked up. So it's not very new to the market, but this is from Joa Beauty, and you can actually find Joa at CVS, and this is their Perfect Complexion BB cream. And I do have the shade Fair with Cool Undertones, and I genuinely enjoy this so much. This is a beautiful everyday BB cream. It's very nice and comfortable and hydrating and lightweight on the skin. I feel like BB creams, CC creams, what have you, tinted moisturizers, I feel like where the beauty lies in those products is how they wear. Because while at the beginning, you're not gonna get a lot of coverage, especially someone like me who has redness to cover up, I might have acne that I need to cover up as well. I sometimes prefer something like the L'Oreal that's gonna give more coverage, right? But with the BB cream or a CC cream or tinted moisturizer or something like that, just with this Joa one here, this wears so nicely throughout the day that it almost just makes my skin look so healthy. I don't notice it clinging to any type of like dryness. I get a lot of clinging right here in my chin. It's very annoying, and most foundations do it, especially more fuller coverage foundations. This does not. This just smooths right over my skin, and I don't have normal breakup that I would throughout the day as if I would wearing like a normal foundation. So I really enjoy the one from Joa. I would check it out. It's at CVS. Normally you can get coupons for CVS to get even more of a discount on makeup products there. All right, so I do have two cream bronzers to talk about. So I did pick up a new shade in the NARS cream bronzer. I picked up the shade Laguna 01, and I used to have Laguna 02, so like the original shade, and I decided to go with the lighter shade, and I'm so glad that I did because I love this. I've only had this for a couple of weeks, and you can already see the wear in this product. This is just so good. And I am so glad that I picked up the right shade because Laguna 2 worked for me, but it was a little bit too pigmented. At the end of the day, I could make it work. I could blend it out just fine because the formula is really nice with this cream bronzer. But when a shade is too much for me, I tend to not want to reach for that product. Whether it comes to foundation or concealer or like cream products, I will not go for that product if I have to finesse it even more. And so I'm really glad that I decided to go with the Laguna 01 shade. If you are a fair to light skin tone, go with 01. Unless you are okay with very pigmented products, then maybe 02 will work for you. But this has become one of my favorite cream bronzers. This is so easy to blend out on the skin. It gives the most beautiful bronze to the skin, and it's just so effortless. Like the shade is so effortless. It gives me like a slight contour / bronze. I mean, it is just so stunning. I also really enjoy the smell. It kind of smells like suntan lotion, which is really nice because it just makes me think of summer. So I love this, and I just wanted to give an update because I feel like I wasn't using it a lot, but it's because of the shade. Now I can't put it down. The other cream bronzer that I have, it's actually a liquid. This is from Hard Candy. I have quite a few Hard Candy products that I'm going to talk about in today's video because I've recently picked up, a few of their products, and I am so impressed, you guys. Go to Walmart and pick up some products from Hard Candy. If you can't find Hard Candy near Walmart, order online. It was very easy to order online. Like, I also qualified for 15% off by signing up for their email. So anyways, this is called the Face Off Bronze, and this is just a liquid bronzer. I do have the shade Sweet Tea, and I used this in my last Get Ready With Me, and you will see just how easily this blends into the skin. So check out that video. I'll have it linked down below as well. You will see just how effortless this product looks on the skin. The shade Sweet Tea works really well for me. I think there's a total of 3 shades, which is not bad, especially for a drugstore product. And I do think because of the pigmentation of this product, I do think that the shades can hopefully expand as far as how pigmented they are. Does that make sense? So I do think that this could work from fair, even maybe to light medium. And then the other shades that they have will definitely be for like more tan and deeper complexion. So I do think that you can kind of stretch who this will work for skin complexion or skin tone wise. So anyways, this is just so good. It comes with a doe foot applicator. At first I was a little skeptical about it, but it works beautifully. I just basically, drag it across the side of my face, blend it out, and then put some on I mean, literally, it is just so easy to work with. For a product that's under $10, this performs, like I would pay $40 for this. Like I would pay like Charlotte Tilbury price for this because it is so good. I've been reaching for this one over the new Tarte one that's come out with, or that they came out with. I mean, this is just amazing. And in similar fashion, they came out with blush type little products here, so liquid blushes. So I picked up 2 shades. Both of these I did pick up at Walmart. I actually have more Hard Candy coming in from their website. So firstly, it all started with the shade Born Yesterday. This is a beautiful liquid blush shade. So I went ahead and swatched it right here. So here's the shade Born Yesterday. It's this beautiful, vibrant hot pink color. Very stunning. It blends into the skin so beautifully. And then I decided that I wanted to pick up this shade because I loved the formula of this liquid blush, that I was like, you know what, let's try another shade. So I picked up another one, and this is in the shade Be Real. And this one I don't love nearly as much, and a lot of it is just because the shade is a little bit too light, but I'm still able to make it work. So here's the shade Be Real. It's a really beautiful, just kind of nudie, light pink color. Very, very pretty. And the formula is just so good. So all I do is I just dot a little bit of these blushes on my cheeks. I blend them out with my Fenty 125 face brush, and they blend out so easily. They blend out like a dream. I highly recommend these products. Let me know if you want me to do a video showcasing all of these new hard candy products, because I ordered the primer. I don't have the foundation or concealer. I wasn't really interested, but I have the primer, the liquid contour, I have the blushes, and I ordered a new shade in the blush as well. And I also ordered an eyeshadow palette, and then I do have a highlight. So let me know if you want me to do like almost a full face of hard candy. Maybe I can just make it like an affordable drugstore kind of makeup look type thing. Let me know if you want me to do that. But really, really enjoy the cream blushes. I did pick up even another shade, so I'm clearly obsessed. Under $10. I think they might even be $8. So super, super great products. Highly recommend. Okay, so then we have more blushes to talk about. So all of these are kind of hits, if I'm being honest. I have two fails that I'm going to talk about, but I'll get into that in a minute. But anyways, more blushes to talk about. I did decide to pick up the new Danessa Myricks blushes. These are called the Yummy Skin blushes, and I went in with the shade Jubilee. Beautiful color. I love the packaging. It just looks like a mini of her Yummy Skin like foundation slash primer type of thing. The shade Jubilee is so, so stunning. It just looks so beautiful on the skin. I think this shade will look perfect for summer and for fall. Really pigmented, and don't be afraid of these shades because they really do blend out and you could work with them. So I truly do think that she did a wonderful job at making these shades so customizable for different skin tones, because normally Jubilee might be a shade that tan or deeper complexions would use, but I'm able to use this and make this work just fine. Of course, I go in with a lot of blush anyways, so I don't mind a more bold blush, but the fact that I'm able to make it work a lot, or the fact that I'm able to make it work definitely does say a lot. So I enjoy this. It's a really thin kind of balmy consistency, but don't let that scare you because it blends out so beautifully, so effortlessly. I really enjoy this formula, and I think the shades that she came out with are absolutely stunning. All right, more cream blushes. I did pick up from Essence. It's their newer cream blush, and it's called their Baby Got Blush. And I picked up the shade Peaches and Cream. So it's a little bitty, teeny tiny little thing. Kind of reminds me of like the e.l.f. blush sticks that they had forever ago. And here is what the blush looks like. It's a really beautiful peachy color. So here is a shade of the blush right there. First off, these literally smell like a Jolly Rancher. It smells so, so good. And this formula is really nice. Zero issues. It's a very just kind of standard cream blush. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's very, like, the formula doesn't stand out to me in my opinion. Not even the shades stand out to me. It's just the fact that it's so affordable. These are better than the e.l.f. putty blushes in my opinion. I'm just not a fan of the putty line. I feel like they're too drying. I feel like they fade very badly throughout the day. I am just in the minority when it comes to those products. But this is the cream blush to pick up at the drugstore. Like, if you're looking for something affordable, this is even more affordable than the e.l.f. putty blushes. Check these out. I do think that it's a really nice formula. They blend out really easily. I didn't notice any type of foundation lifting or picking up or anything like that. So I do recommend this. And the shade like pink something is also really beautiful, but I decided to go with something more peachy. All right, and then the final blush that I'm going to talk about are these that you can find at Dollar Tree. These are from LA Colors, and these are called the Cream Gel Blushes. So I picked up two of them because that's just who I am. I love blush. The shades I picked up are Adorned and Mesmerizing. And these are so beautiful too. Like, again, going to that Get Ready With Me that I just spoke about, I did go in with this shade and it just looked so stunning on the skin. I am so impressed that this liquid blush is only $1.25 because it performs just as good as like the hard candy ones. It performs just as good as any other liquid blushes that I have in my collection. I really enjoy these. They also had other colors to choose from as well. So if these colors don't seem like something you're into, they have other ones as well. I'm impressed. These are a solid liquid blush formula. I always squeeze them on the back of my hands, get my brush, and then apply onto the skin because I don't ever want to put too much on my skin and then, you know, fear of lifting any foundation that I've previously put down. So putting it on the back of my hand has worked best for me. All right, then we have a cream highlighter, and going back to Hard Candy, they have a new cream highlight, and this is called their Face Off Highlight. So here's the packaging. It does come with a cream highlight as well as a brush. The brush, can do without it, but the highlight is really stunning. This is the shade Champagne Breakfast. I did also use this in that video, so in case you're curious, but here's that shade. It's a beautiful highlight, very, very blinding. You can definitely see this from far away. I mean, this is something that you'll see in the sun. I mean, talk about a beautiful product for spring and summer because of how glowy it is. And I enjoy this. I haven't noticed any issues with this picking up foundation. It lasts really well on the skin. Like, this is a product that I can see on my skin even after I've been wearing it for a few hours. So I enjoy this. They have other shades as well, but this is a really great affordable highlighter that literally competes with my high-end ones. Okay, so now I have a couple of eye products that I want to talk about. So firstly, I have this is it Hard Candy? I just realized I also have this Hard Candy product. I'm sorry there are so many Hard Candy products, but this is not new to the market whatsoever. This is just my first time ever trying these. And talk about an amazing little eyeshadow quad. And these are the Hard Candy Moods quads. And I picked up the shade Purr like a cat, P-U-R-R. And this is a beautiful, just super cute mauve toned color story. Very adorable. And I was so impressed with this little palette. I mean, I was so impressed. I could not get over the fact that this was under $5. I think it was even under $4 because it just blew me away. The quality, I'm swatching it, that's why I'm looking down, but it just blew me away. I mean, the quality of these shimmers, even the mattes performed very well. And this little color story, I mean, it is so nicely curated and balanced. The fact that you get like a mid-tone, a deeper color, and then two shades that you could put on the lids or that you could kind of put more towards the front. I mean, and the shimmers are so blinding and beautiful. I can't speak for all of the others because they had other color options as well. So I can't speak for those because I haven't tried them. But this one in Purr performed so well and I was just so impressed. So wanted to showcase that one, give it a shout out. And then also this little Essence palette is really good as well. This is their Don't Worry Bee, and this is a mini eyeshadow palette. And here's what it looks like. It's a really cute, just cool toned color story. And honestly, if you really look at this, this could be a really nice, just little curated dupe for the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Like really, if you're really looking at it, because you have a mid-tone shade, you have a kind of highlight or brow bone shade, and then you have this shade right here, which is a little bit deeper that you can deepen the crease with. And then you have three beautiful shimmers. You have a gold, a silver, and then kind of like a taupey color. So let me also swatch this palette. Again, so amazed by the formula here. It is just, I can't believe that we have so many affordable drugstore options when it comes to eyeshadow, when it comes to really anything. I mean, It is just mind-boggling to me that drugstore makeup has gotten so good. I'm very happy about it, don't get me wrong. It's just like, we literally don't need high-end makeup. Like, do I want high-end makeup? Absolutely. Do I still want my luxurious eyeshadow formulas and luxurious face products or whatever? Yes, but like, do we need it? No. Like, it is just so crazy to me. And I do think that still, even to this day, even after mentioning like these eyeshadow palettes, I still think that the drugstore can still, you know, have some improvement, but compared to where Essence used to be, I mean, look at these shimmer shades. The mattes, I will say, I feel like the mattes are where this palette struggles. Even with the hard candy, same thing. It's not necessarily the mid-tones, it's more like the deeper shades. I experienced that with the hard candy palette. I experienced that with this Essence one. So that is probably the only issue that I have with these two palettes, are those deeper shades. But if you have the patience to like work with the eyeshadows, because that's really the only shade that I had the issue with, then give this a try. It's a really cute, perfect palette for every day, nice for work, a beautiful cool toned color story. So yeah, wanted to shout that out. A fail, however, and this is my second to last product. This is from Makeup Revolution. I was so excited to try this product out because I love products like this. This is from Makeup Revolution, and this is called their, it's just their eyeshadow stick, and I picked up the shade Pink Romance. So here it is. You just twist it up and then you get the color, and here is what the shade looks like. And I was just so underwhelmed by this product. Like, I dropped the lid. This product is just so average and almost even below average that it's just not even anything important for me to have in my collection to mention to you guys. I mean, it is just so underwhelming. When you swatch it, it looks absolutely beautiful. But look, I blended it out and you can like barely see it anymore. So can you imagine on your eyelids? Like seriously, like you can't even see that anymore. And I did a pretty like dense swatch and it's already almost gone. So I am just not a fan of this. I would much rather go in with like a ColourPop Super Shock shadow and have something that's way more impactful on the lids than something like this, you know? So I am just so underwhelmed by these. I would skip these and pick up a ColourPop Super Shock shadow or the e.l.f. No Budge Cream Shadows. Those are really good as well. The Maybelline Color Tattoos are amazing. I mean, there are so many options that are better than this. And then the final product, and this is also a fail. Like, it's just a disappointment. It is something that I was so excited about. I could not wait to add it to my cart, purchase it, and I'm so underwhelmed by it. And this is from Lawless, so I also spent a lot of money on this. And this is called their, is it just called their plumping, it's like Forget the Filler lip balm or something like that. So it's still going based off of their really popular gloss, but it's a lip balm. And I picked up the shade Georgie. So looking at this, you would think that this is like a Tarte Maracuja Juicy, like a Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip, or the Makeup by Mario, what are they, plumping lip serums? But no, these, you have to build up. I mean, even right now, just me swatching this, I had to swatch this like 3, 4, 5 times just to even have that show up. I am wearing this right now on my lips, and it is just so underwhelming. It doesn't have much pigment to it. It's not very shiny or glossy. It doesn't make my lips look juicy by any means. There's a little bit of a plumping factor, but nothing really extraordinary. I mean, the impact that these glosses have on the lips, you would think that this would do something similar. It is just so underwhelming. I'm actually considering returning this because I am just really underwhelmed by this. I mean, does it look pretty? Yes. Is the shade pretty? Yes. Did I say what shade it is? This is Georgie. But it's just so underwhelming. Like, I could get this from like a drugstore. Like, I would expect this quality from like drugstore. Like, if I'm being honest, like I don't see anything really happening with this product. So Wow, that was a lot of products. Those were all of my speed reviews that I wanted to share with you. A lot of it was drugstore, except I think the 2 high-end products. But I just wanted to share those products with you and just kind of go over what I thought about them. Again, comment below, how do you prefer that I go about these speed reviews? Do you want me to keep doing videos like these, or do you want me to, I don't know, let me know how you would prefer that I do these reviews. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye.
Maybe one day it'll be easy.